So I'm sure for those involved in the Data Summit, you're likely going to see this quote several times during your sessions. It's one that I see quite often, but it really speaks to how are we thinking about utilizing data. And so the idea there that we need to have a plan in place. We need to be thinking about what are we going to do with the data, where I do have the experience in several schools where you'll come in and people don't know why they are doing the assessments and gathering the data that they're doing. There's not a clear plan for what to do next. So we're really going to address that as we move forward. So we know that the data and information that is available to us in schools can be quite overwhelming for us from leadership roles or to teacher teams. And we really want to be able to think about when we are utilizing our data intentionally, it's really helping us to do three things. First, it's helping us to flag which students we should be paying attention to. Who are the students who should be our focus and wanting to ensure that we can provide the support that they are needing. The second thing is that it should help uncover conversations. It should raise questions that we want to be able to respond. Why are we seeing this happening in our data, and what is our next step? And this is then critically important to the third, is it informs our conversations. It allows us to be able to say, here's some indications of progress that we are making, and being able to see the successes and celebrations that we have, as well as our potential next steps. And I'm seeing that we're having other people joining in, so we'll keep having you join. So the work that I do primarily now is working with schools and school division or school jurisdictions to think about how do we ensure a collaborative response. And we look at this through three lenses: establishing effective collaborative teams, structures, and processes, having data and evidence to inform, and then developing and utilizing continuums of support that clearly articulate what will be our next steps. So once again, I'm adding the slides into the chat window. And I will ask as you come in, I'll make sure that we're muted there. There is a link in the slides to a book around this that goes much, much deeper than obviously what I'm going to do today. But it's been through these experiences working with schools that I have come across these 5 considerations that I want to be able to share with you today when it comes to the effective utilization of data. These 5 considerations are: first, understanding the purpose, getting really clear on the purpose that we have. Second, that we have a clear alignment to the priorities or the goals that we are trying to impact within our school. Third is that we've effectively organized the data to be able to utilize to inform our collaborative conversations, that we are utilizing those effectively within our team structures, and that we have ongoing visualization. So I'm going to break down each one of these 5. And as noted, the slides, you are going to, if you're accessing those slides, be able to see a number of links and resources to be able to access. One of the things I'd encourage you, if you wish, and I'll give you just a moment as we continue to have people join, is we do have an organizer, if you wish, and I'll pop this into the chat window. In the slides, if you see an image of a document, if you click on it, it will open up the actual document. So I will give you a moment just for those that are still coming in to get settled. And I'll give you a moment to open up this Google Doc, make a copy if you'd like to take some notes or take a moment to print it off, to be able to take some notes around these 5 considerations that I'll be sharing around the effective organization and utilization of data. So once again, that document is there. You'll have to go file, make a copy to be able to add some of your own notes as we go along or to print. I'll give you just a moment to be able to access that. For those that have joined in just the last few moments, there's also a link on the slides, and I'll pop it into the chat window to be able to access the slides either during the session or following. I'll give you just a moment.